Hello, I'm so glad that you could join with me today. I'm going to pull a few cards for the collective, see what messages lie within. All of the messages are infused with Reiki healing and other healing modalities, as well as life coaching advice. If you're looking for some specific guidance, please feel free to reach out. Oh my goodness. Well, isn't this charming? So, there is a big energy of love opening here for the beginning of this new cycle. We have, of course, today is the solstice or Yule. Blessings upon you. I hope that we are all finding ourselves refreshed, rejuvenated, ready for this next cycle and beginning anew in our intentional manifesting, our intentional workings with our goals, and feeling connected and guided by spirit in all of the ways that we always seek to be. And that's what I'm seeing here in these cards, and feeling this energy of feeling very in tune with your higher self, feeling very connected with everything that you've desired, feeling as though the alignment has never been so obvious to you. It is so clear, it is so fulfilling in all of the ways that you felt it. There's a tremendous amount of energy pulling you into the next phase. Even when things have gotten a little bit frustrating for you, you have managed to just continue on with that balance, with that energy of understanding and knowing the way that the cycles work, the way that energy works, knowing that there are going to be times that we might feel as though things did not pan out the way we wanted to, and yet we understand with great certainty that this is what was meant to happen. We have now experienced a number of times that we may have initially felt disappointed, only to realize that we dodged a bullet, that we ended actually up in a better situation than we anticipated. And this is all because of our knowing of ourselves and knowing what that intention and what that manifestation will bring to us. We know that there are lessons along the way. We know what when those lessons come to us, we have to release them. We have to say thank you and be grateful for the experiences that we're having that are preparing us for what's next. And spirit has seen all of this and has been continually blessing you. And as you feel more connected with self, and as you feel more in tune with your intuition, you're being guided in this very direct way where you feel as though you just know you're on the right track. You know you're in alignment. You've never felt so secure about this. And this is a really wonderful feeling to have coming through the cards for so many individuals, that the things are really falling into place. Now, while in many situations, this Two of Cups is going to feel like romance beginning, and it definitely is a very significant connection. For some of you, this will be a twin flame connection, finally getting into contact, finally that understanding and awareness of what that connection is. For others, it's just meeting that individual that finally seems to get you. It's a connection with someone that you feel truly sees you for who you are, or truly hears you, that has this understanding that you are a unique, beautiful spirit, and you feel that same connection with them. You're on this healing journey together. They welcome and embrace you in all of your aspects. They feel like a good match for your life. They feel like somebody who's finally fit into that perfect spot that's just been there, and it's not felt like a void. It's not been empty for you because you were filling your cup and you were busy focused on yourself, but you're finally starting to feel very much like there is a counterpart in this life for you. And however that counterpart feels for you, whether it feels platonic, whether it feels like family, whether it feels like romance, I feel very strongly there's a lot of you feeling a romantic connection to someone. There is a greater, deeper understanding now of perhaps that connection um, being a lot more There's a lot more potential behind it than you may have initially thought. Um, just starting to see this individual in a different way, in a different light. Spirit says for some of you, they saw you that way the whole time. They just didn't say it. And for some of you, you felt that way the whole time, and you were just kind of accepting who they were and how they felt, and riding along in what felt right. And then now they have awakened to this connection in a new way. I feel very strongly that some of you have started to take some more initiative in your love life. You've started to embrace the self. You've started to embrace your hobbies and the way that you are, and recognizing that you're beautiful and wonderful, and you have so much to offer another person. And this confidence is just shining through in this way that is irresistible. And so you may even find yourself with multiple options. And in these cases, Spirit is saying, we're going to feel this through, right? You don't have to make a decision. This isn't like I'm going to choose this. It may be very easy for you to do that. For some of you, I'm feeling very strongly that you're saying, oh no, I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. And that is amazing. I'm feeling for some of you that you're like, oh, I've got some options and they all feel great. Spirit says, just feel it through. The universe is going to continue to guide you in all of the ways. I am feeling for some of you, if you're wondering how you might be able to distinguish this person from other options that you may have in love, um, this is the one that inspires you to be your best. This is the one that cheers you on. This is the one that is actively encouraging you, pushes you to do better, wants you to succeed, sees everything you've overcome, and is super proud of you, and is just overwhelmed with excitement and energy and passion for you as a person. This isn't just a lustful situation. This isn't a person that has to have your body in that kind of a way, um, to feel and know that they love you, that they care for you. This is a person that honors and appreciates your mind. They appreciate your spirit. They appreciate your energy. They appreciate the attitude that you bring to life. So this is so much more fulfilling than anything that you've had in the past, where there was some basis in this physical sense. This is all very much mental and emotional connection, and it feels so strongly like this is something that's going to last for you. So if this message is for you, I'd love to hear from you. Please give it a share, leave a comment. If you're looking for more specific guidance, feel free to reach out. We're going to continue on with the next set of cards in the next video. All of my readings are infused with Reiki and other healing modality energy, as well as life coaching advice. So if this message resonates with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Hit that bookmark, give me a repost. I appreciate it so much. We have first this period of enlightenment. So for many of you, this is your first awakening season. You're starting to really feel in tune with the self. And enlightenment is so much more than just a knowing and understanding of what is. It is the understanding, a deeper understanding of how much more exists beyond here. So with the enlightenment, it's I am aware of this vastness, not necessarily that I know everything. So for a lot of you, you may feel a little overwhelmed with how much there is. Well, there's so much to learn, and there's so much. Well, absolutely, there's so much to learn. But let's bring that energy down and just appreciate for a moment how grateful you are to be at this point in your life. What a wonderful, beautiful experience to finally be awakened to your true power, to finally be accepting and welcoming of that higher connection that you may have questioned existed before, not realizing how much you can actually influence the world around you. And so it's not so much that we have to worry about what we don't know. It's just that we accept and welcome this greater knowledge, this greater collective consciousness that will help guide us in the ways that we need. Now, the eagle spirit has your back. So you don't have to feel as though you're lost. You're being guided in all the ways. You're being guided to this video, you're being guided to other videos, you're being guided to readers and healers, to books. You're hearing information maybe about another speaker or a class that you could take. You found a store that intrigues you that has some offerings, and you go in there, and there's welcome and warm individuals who show you the ways to get started. There's so much here to just to help you along the way. So Spirit has been with you this whole time. Spirit has guided you to this period of enlightenment and is not going to abandon. His Spirit does not abandon you now. Spirit stays with you the entire time. So, embracing the in between. There is this overwhelming sense again of there's so much I don't know, but Spirit wants you to be aware of the fact that there is plenty for you to learn at your pace. That you will understand everything as you need to understand it. We don't have to begin at our first stage of healing, at our first stage of being spiritual, at our first stage of being witches. We can just embrace this moment where we are aware of these things and that we are really excited to learn. And it there's this desire to want to have this great understanding, because it can be very frustrating and intimidating to feel like you don't know how to use it, that you don't know how to do something. And yet Spirit is trying to share with us that actually the fun part is in learning. The fun part is in the experience. Spirit wants you to really enjoy this process. This has been the most rewarding and fulfilling process for me personally. Over 35 years of discovering, well, longer, but 35 years, I can consciously remember experimenting with, playing with magic, learning about magic, digging through the libraries, collecting bones and stones that called to me, learning about herbs, learning how to use these things, learning about candle magic, reading palms, reading auras, learning to meditate. There's so many different aspects of your spirituality that you have to explore. And what Spirit wants you to understand, and what Spirit wants you to do right now, is just really enjoy the process. There's no end goal. You're going to keep going until you're done. In this plane, there is so much more beyond that. You'll learn about that as you go too, but in this plane there is so much for us to learn and explore, and that's what's fun about it. That's what really makes it. It's the connections that we make along the way. It's the personal understanding. Now, there are levels of enlightenment. There are levels of deeper understanding that will hit you in your practice. The only way that these occur is by actually every day putting these things into action. And during this process, you start to really understand and appreciate the different intricate natures of all of these rituals and spell work, and even just the different types of meditation, the different styles of other readers and healers, the different types of tarot reading and oracle decks that are out there, the different other divinations, the other healing modalities that exist, because there's so many and it's just never ending. So take all of this beautiful information and just celebrate the fact that you're here. We're celebrating the fact that you are aware and that you are awake of this higher, greater connection, this creator energy, this spirit energy that exists. And Spirit says, I've got you. You're here. I got you here. We're going to guide you along the way. And there's so much more for you to learn. So enjoy that. It's going to be fun. And I'm so glad that you're here as well. All right, in this third section, we've got this portal opening and these opportunities to build your new world and a little bit of indecision behind these. Now, all of my readings are infused with Reiki and other healing modality energy, as well as life coaching advice. If you're looking for personal guidance, please feel free to reach out. When it comes to this portal opening, we have started to recognize that there are more opportunities in front of us than we expected. And there's this energy of being a little bit excited and yet a little bit frustrated at not knowing exactly which route we should be taking. The intuition is what guides us. And in this situation, I'm feeling very strongly that you have manifested multiple opportunities because your manifesting was very widespread. So, what Spirit has offered you is different aspects of what it is that you're looking for in different ways. There's no wrong answer. You're not going to choose wrong. But we do need to pay very close attention to what it feels like inside when we're evaluating these opportunities. When we take deep notes of what feels right, when we say what has uh, gotten us most excited, and for some of you, I feel like this almost feels like not an excitement, but there's a little bit of anxiety behind it. It's like, I want this, but there's something that's holding me back. And so we've been talking in some of our past readings about those blockages, those personal blockages, and we have to recognize right now Spirit did not guide you here if these opportunities were not all for you. And not only that, but perhaps there's even some more lessons and guidance here. Perhaps there's even the opportunity to build more here, to grow beyond here. So that anxiety may be because you know you're taking on more responsibility. You know you're taking on even more forward for you than you anticipated initially or that you intentionally put into there. Spirit saw what you were asking for and what you needed and has given you these opportunities to choose from. Spirit wants you to learn to trust your intuition. Spirit wants you to practice this. And without question, without doubt, when you take a few moments to yourself in the quiet and you close your eyes, which of these paths calls to you the loudest? Which of these paths has the most things to say to you? Which of these paths is making the most noise? Even if it makes you a little nervous, even if that path feels like it's a lot, ask yourself if it's because it's not right for you or if it's because it's exactly what you asked for and you're worried if you're ready for it or not. Nothing has been aligned with you in this path that isn't for you and you aren't capable of. This opportunity was presented to me in order for me to feel more in tune and guided by the path that I need to be. I needed to learn to trust myself. So with this portal, we're not only becoming more in tune with ourselves, we're learning to practice honing our intuition, going with our first choice, even if it feels a little scary or overwhelming, not second guessing it. The Spirit will redirect you if necessary. That indecisiveness is just a recognition of how much more there is out there for you. It's not that there is a wrong answer here. It's just simply that these are all opportunities for you to learn and grow. But when we're considering which options we want to choose, what gives you the most opportunity for expansion in your life? What gives you the most opportunity to really go somewhere with your life? What's going to really help you be your best self in all of these ways? That's the question that we really want to ask before we make our decision. And as soon as we feel very confidently, know that that is the decision that you've made, know that you're making the right decision, and make that decision the decision that you're comfortable with. Let go of these other opportunities. There's no I wish I would have in the past. You're going to move forward with this one. And if there's more to come, Spirit will bring that around as well. You're expanding your opportunities. Perhaps you think that you make this one decision will limit you from this other decision, but Spirit has presented all of them to you because they are all opening of paths that lead to other things. It's just which path you're going to take to get there. There are multiple trails through the forest to get to the cabin. You can even take detours if you like, and you'll still find your way back to the cabin. Your intuition will still guide you back there. So you can't make incorrect decisions when you're trusting yourself, when you're believing in your intuition, and when you trust Spirit has guided you all of this way. I'm going to leave this message as such. If there is any specific guidance that you're looking for, I feel like that message may have opened up a lot of questions for a lot of other individuals. My guidance is always provided on a donation basis. Please reach out. I'm more than happy to provide some personal guidance to you. Pull some cards and answer your specific questions. Thank you for being with me here today.